Several elements are critical to effective preparation. 1. Adhere faithfully to your study schedule. 2. Remain focused and undistracted for the entire time. And 3. Reflect on what you've reviewed for the rest of the day. It's important to faithfully adhere to your study schedule with regard to 1. When you study, 2. The amount of time you spend in each session, and 3. Content to be covered in each session. Make sure that your materials are ready before you start your study session. Collecting and organizing materials does not count as study time. Also, make sure that you come to the study session prepared to concentrate. I recommend getting a good night's sleep and then studying in the morning when you're fresh. Be sure to study what is on the schedule for that day. Each and every time you study, spend the first 5 minutes reviewing questions from the in-training exam. This is just to refamiliarize you with what ABFM questions look like and how they read. Really, no more than 5 minutes. After 5 minutes of this, begin studying the material that is on the schedule for that day. After you review the material, go to work. By reviewing the material, you should be able to recall what it said and understand the basic principles that it conveys. The next step is to ask yourself, given the material that I've reviewed, how would ABFM transform that into a clinical scenario, and what would they ask me about it? For the rest of the day, the patients that you see may provide you with ideas for potential clinical scenarios. Because your patients have names and faces, thinking about clinical scenarios that are connected to these real people is likely to help the retention of these ideas. In this way, the rest of your workday supplements your study efforts. You are able to use your interactions with patients to transform your ability to recall the information into the ability to apply it. You are processing information at a higher level. You're integrating this new information with the rest of the fund of medical information that you already have, and you're doing it in an application-oriented manner. In a nutshell, stay on schedule, stay focused, and reflect on the material for the rest of the day. If there are interruptions in your study time, either by external forces, like phone calls, email, family, and colleagues, or internal forces, like having your mind drift to other issues, or being distracted by illness or pain, do what you can to eliminate their influence.